Walt Disney World is officially opening tomorrow, July 11th. With the reopening of Walt Disney World, we wanted to share 10 tips for staying safe inside the theme parks. Number 1, learn and follow all required safety guidelines. It seems silly to say, but please follow the rules. There are multiple new safety guidelines that all guests must follow while at the Disney parks. Please know what they are and follow them exactly. These safety guidelines include wearing face coverings for all guests ages 2 and up, knowing that there are going to be temperature screenings before you enter the park. Any guest with a temperature of over 100.4 will not be allowed into the parks, and making sure you adhere to all social distancing guidelines, remaining 6 feet away from all other guests, and not removing your masks unless you're in an area where it's okay to do so. Number 2, make sure you bring multiple masks. Just in case you didn't already know, it gets really hot in Florida. With temperatures already almost hitting 100 degrees during the day, you're going to be sweating a lot, and that sweat is going to get soaked up by your mask and get really gross. Not to mention, if it rains or you go on a water ride and your mask is now wet, walking around the park all day with a wet mask isn't something you really want to do. We suggest bringing up to 3 additional masks per day into the parks and changing them out periodically. This may seem like a lot, but trust us, you don't want to be walking around the theme park in a sweaty, gross mask. Number 3, make sure to wash your hands. Washing your hands at least once per hour for at least 20 seconds with soap and water will help make sure you have a safe and healthy visit to Walt Disney World. Number 4, use hand sanitizer. It's a good idea when washing your hands isn't an option to use hand sanitizer. There are hand sanitizer locations around the park at the entrance and exits of rides, at the entrance and exits of restaurants and shops, but we do suggest that you bring a small bottle of hand sanitizer into the parks so you can use it whenever you need to. If you accidentally touch something you didn't mean to touch or just feel like you need to use it, it's always good to have some on you. Number 5, take a lot of breaks. Like we said before, it's hot in Florida, particularly in the summer months, so make sure you take a lot of breaks. Running around the parks like you've done in the past isn't really possible now that masks are required to be worn at all times, except when you're eating, drinking, or in one of the rest areas. So take your time when touring the theme parks and make sure to take a break in the designated rest areas when you can. Number 6, drink lots of water. Again, it's hot in Florida. You're going to need to drink more water than you're probably used to because of the high temperatures. In our experiences, when you're wearing a mask in a theme park, it's a little harder than usual to just grab a drink of water, so you might just decide not to do it and wait until it's more convenient. Don't do this. Make sure you're drinking enough water by grabbing a free water from any counter service location, or make sure you bring a water bottle and refill it often. You can always take down your mask to take a drink of water and then put your mask back on. Please, make sure you're drinking enough water during the day. Number 7, don't take other people's photos. It's a pretty common occurrence when visiting a theme park or other attraction to have a very nice family come up to you and ask you to take their photo. They hand you their phone and pose for the picture. Unfortunately, this isn't really something we should be doing anymore. Remember, 6 feet of social distancing is required at all times, and it's probably better to not handle other people's items during a pandemic. It's okay in this case to be that guy and just say no to taking someone else's photos. Number 8, try to sit outside to eat. Remember what we said about wearing masks. The only time you're allowed to take them off in public is when you're in a designated rest area or when you're eating or drinking something. However, if you're inside a restaurant and you take off your mask, the likelihood of being exposed is far greater than when you sit outside. We're not saying you can't sit inside, but if you can sit outside, we recommend that you do so. Number 9, be understanding. The cast members are trying their hardest to make your visit as magical as possible during this time. Remember that these are people just like you who are also trying to remain as safe as possible, all while making sure your day is the best it can possibly be. There are a ton of new rules, regulations, and procedures that even the cast members have learned in a very short period of time. So, please be patient and understanding, and thank your cast members at every chance you can. Number 10, have fun. It seems cheesy to have number 10 be to have fun, but seriously, have fun. You're at the most magical place on Earth, so please follow the rules and have a magical time. Thank you guys for watching these 10 tips for staying safe at Walt Disney World. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that subscribe button, give it a like, and leave us a comment. Hopefully these 10 tips for visiting Walt Disney World will help you to have the best trip ever and stay safe while on your next Walt Disney World vacation.